Hello viewers, this is Unicorn Days Tarot and I'm here to give a unicorn reading, and if you see this reading on a particular day at a particular time, hopefully it'll have a message for you. The messages are for the collective, and sometimes there are several different messages within each card, so if something doesn't resonate with you, feel free to scroll forward to catch a different message. Okay, so let's shuffle the cards and see what we get. Okay, so the first card we have is the Hanged Man. The second card we have is the Five of Swords. The third card is the Ten of Cups. And the overriding card is the Six of Swords. The first thing that came into my head immediately with the card of the Hanged Man, which obviously resonates with the card itself, are the words just in my head: waiting, waiting, waiting. And the feeling of having waited for a long time and continuing to have to wait. Now, there is also a message here for someone who has possibly been asking a question and the answer is no, not the right time. So I hope that that resonates with someone in particular who was drawn to this reading. Many of you have been going through a learning process. You've been held in a sort of holding pattern where you couldn't move forward and you couldn't move back. And I feel that some of you were desperate to move. You really felt like you wanted to, the words are in my head, get in a car and just drive, just go. And for various reasons you were held back. It wasn't possible. There's even, I think, a message for someone that the car broke down on a day that you nearly did this. And I hope that you realise that it meant that it wasn't the right time. You needed to wait, and you needed to spend some time soul searching, is the word I'm getting, so that you could really understand what it was that you wanted from your life. And I feel that some of you are still going through this process of soul searching because you actually thought you knew, but it's like you flipped. They're saying done a 180, and you suddenly feel a little lost again and unsure about what direction you want to take. And I'm being told that some of you, it's almost been like a lifelong purpose, and suddenly it doesn't seem to hold any meaning anymore for you, and you are at a loss. So you're in this kind of holding pattern to try to see where everything's going and what's happening. And the next card, the Five of Swords, for many of you, I get the words deep, dark times. There have been some really challenging issues, and for many of you they've been different. Relationship, quite definitely. Betrayals within relationships. For others of you, it's been a work situation, but it's been quite extreme. Really, really difficult times, and working with people who just don't resonate with you and who gave you a really hard time, and it was a learning curve. It was something you needed to go through to realize your value. And I get the feeling that a lot of you were saying, you know, I always try to help people, I always try to be kind, why is this happening to me? It's happening to you because somewhere deep down, they're saying, going back to your childhood, there were situations that led you into a bit of a victim mentality, and this is nothing to be ashamed of, because when you're a child, you don't have any control over these sort of issues, and these things come with us, they follow us into adult life, and sometimes we're not even aware of them. And you can have a victim mentality but still be an incredibly strong person, even a person who stands up for yourself and stands up for your rights. But underneath, there's a little bit of people pleasing, and that's what they're saying needs to stop. You need to be kind for the sake of being kind, not to try to gain favour from other people, because these type of people that take advantage of your kindness will stomp all over you, are the words I'm getting here, and you just don't need them anymore in your life. You need to detach from them. But some of these extreme situations have led you or are leading you to realise your worth and your value. For others, this is about the loss of someone. I'm getting a pet, but I'm also getting family. So again, a deep dark night of the soul. But I'm being reminded to talk to you just briefly about something that was in my mind earlier. They've gone home. The people that have passed from this life, they've gone home. And from my understanding, it's a beautiful place. And yes, we'll miss them terribly, but you will see them again. Don't doubt it. And they are in a wonderful place. Sometimes there's a transitional period with some people, but I get the feeling with the people that I'm connecting with, these people went straight up, are the words I'm getting, because they were willing to, they wanted to, and they're with so many other souls who met them, who were already up there, and it was like coming home, a joyous feeling. They'll never leave you, they'll always be with you, but you know that. Many of you who I'm speaking to know that. And I feel that a lot of you, this has been a few years ago, and you've been going through a process, a few years, and you're now about to come out the other side. Which leads me to the last card, which is the Ten of Cups. And they're literally saying to me, because you have always held on and you have never given up, even at your darkest hours, the rewards are coming now. They're saying everything that goes down will come up. Life is a roller coaster of ups and downs, but you learn to find more peace when you're going through the down times, because you learn that stress and anxiety gets us nowhere, and to face them in a state of grace and a state of peace is far easier, and you get through them quicker. Of course, there are tears, there's anger, there are emotions. We're human beings, there's nothing wrong with that, it's nothing to be ashamed of. In my generation, we were taught that it was shameful to cry. Stiff upper lip. But it isn't. And it's not shameful to cry. It releases emotions and it's good for you. Someone needed to hear that, so you have. And your turnaround is coming. You'll notice things will start to look up. Some of you, they've already started to look up. And they're saying you will start to live again, to go out, to find ways to enjoy yourself, to connect with friends, and try the new. Even though it seems very daunting, try the new. Think about something that you're interested in that you can take up, but in the company of others, because it's time to get out there and show yourself and be with others. For those of you who want to date, they're saying get back on the horse, start going out, start dating, and enjoy yourself. The overriding card is the Six of Swords, and this kind of complies with the whole dynamic of this reading, in that feeling of calm acceptance and a knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And the swords are laid down in the boat, and they each represent an emotion or a stress or a situation. And they're saying finally you're beginning to see that to put down the swords of stress and anxiety lead to a far better way and a far better understanding of how to deal with situations that you're not particularly happy with. And the waters are calm, you're going forward, and the unicorn is standing on the hill waiting for you to show you the light and the laughter and the joy that's there for you to experience. That's all I've got from those cards. I hope that they helped you. Okay, so to finish the reading, I'm going to draw a card from the Unicorn Oracle deck and see what we get. So just shuffling the cards now. Okay, and the card we have is Beloved. Wow, and at the bottom of the deck is Growth. So this is backing up the messages that were here earlier. And I guess for many of you, the Ten of Cups situation is a new partnership. Or possibly the return of romance to your existing relationship, although I feel that that's just for a few of you, because I feel that most of you that are drawn to this reading have been in a very difficult situation with a partner and you don't want to return. For a few of you, it's possible that you may want to return because you love this person, but you must set strong boundaries, because there's a good chance that what happened will happen again, is the message that I have. And I feel that you need to be brave and embrace the new, and know that you deserve the best kind of unconditional love. It's a beautiful card, and they're saying that that Ten of Cups is waiting. There's been a huge transformation for you, which is taking me to the next card, which is growth. And they're talking about the way that you've grown, but also some of you wish to take up a form of study. You're starting to get clear thinking now, and a lot of you do want to explore the spiritual side of things. I'm getting tarot in my head, I'm getting mediumship, psychic readings of varying different kinds, and I'm also getting healers, people who are interested in therapies, but possibly spiritual therapies, like Reiki. There are so many different ones out there. And the words here say, take baby steps as you grow. And I know a lot of you feel that you want to leap forward, that you've been held back for a long time, and you just want to leap forward now. But they're saying, particularly with people who are having difficulties with finance, it's step by step by step, but it will grow, and it is growing. So they're saying, do not fear. And again, I think, although it says be willing to learn from others, I think it is a way of learning from others, but you're recognizing situations with people, and you've thought to yourself, I used to be like that, and I used to behave like that, and I understand now how it affected me. So I feel that sometimes a lot of you are learning by observing, and they're talking about mirroring, and how many of you understand the concept of mirroring. And you're seeing behaviours in people that is actually triggering a recognition in you about the ways in which you have behaved that have made you feel of less value, are the words I'm getting. And you're realising now how to step up, are the words I'm literally getting. I'm getting Archangel Raphael here, so some of you have a connection to Raphael and Michael. I get Capricorn, Taurus, so a couple of earth signs here, and Virgo, so earth signs, interesting, and then Sagittarius and Aquarius, so those signs, those air signs and earth signs, fire signs will resonate with someone. Scorpio has come into my head too. Strange word that has come into a strange phrase that's come into my head literally as I was saying that. The words are, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And I think this means that there's this good saying, what goes around comes around. They're saying it's not up to you. It's like karma, that People will learn their own life lessons, and it's not up to you to dish them out, are the words I'm getting. So if you feel vengeful, even if it's just with vengeful words, they're saying no. These people that hurt you, it's quite specific here, these people that hurt you will learn life lessons, and they will be hard, are the words that I'm being told. You don't need to plunge yourself into that underworld, is the word I'm getting. Go out and seek the light. And if you are a unicorn lover, think of the purity of the unicorn. Okay. I hope that these messages have helped you. Take care, thank you, and goodbye.